Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezbucketzleague. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, we're going to be talking about week 3 of fantasy basketball, talking about updates, waiver wire pickups, and of course, the schedule. If you love fantasy basketball, this is the channel for you. My name is Soom, and I'm going to be making fantasy basketball videos every single week, every single Sunday, talking about the upcoming week and things to expect. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming fantasy basketball videos. If you really want to win your fantasy basketball leagues and you want fantasy basketball support, trade advice, roster advice, waiver wire advice, I'm your guy, guys. Go check out my Patreon page, link is down below, where I offer you guys fantasy basketball support. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about week 3 of fantasy basketball. The first thing we're going to look at for week 3 is the schedule, and I'm going to be honest, it's nothing crazy, more of a simple schedule for week 3. It's a split between 16 teams playing 4 games and 14 teams playing 3 games. For the 4 games, we got the Spurs, the Wizards, the Portland Trail Blazers, the Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers, the Clippers, Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz, the Knicks, the Boston Celtics, Sacramento Kings, the 76ers, Toronto, Atlanta, Charlotte Hornets, and the Orlando Magic. While the 14 teams playing 3 games are the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Suns, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Pelicans, the Miami Heat, the Brooklyn Nets, OKC, Milwaukee Bucks, Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, the Timberwolves, and the Memphis Grizzlies. When talking about days during the week, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are the least amount of games played. So if you're going to stream players this week, keep an eye out on their Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday games. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the injury update, players that could be returning, and of course players that could be missing some time. As of right now, Ben Simmons is still listed as out. He has no timetable to return. He's not dealing with an injury right now. Apparently, it's just a mental state of Ben Simmons not being ready to play. We're talking about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving still is out indefinitely until he gets the vaccine, and so far we've heard nothing about Kyrie Irving and on the possibility of him taking it very soon. The Brooklyn Nets right now need Kyrie Irving back, so Kyrie, you got to make up your mind very soon because the Nets aren't doing as well as we thought they would right now. James Wiseman of the Warriors is going to be reevaluated tomorrow on November 1st on Monday, and then from there he could be back very soon. And when James Wiseman does come back, expect him to be back slowly and of course playing small minutes here and there. Serge Ibaka on the Clippers ended up practicing 3-on-3 drills, so from what we were hearing, he's going to be back sometime in mid-November, so stay tuned for Serge Ibaka, of course being the center for the Los Angeles Clippers. Then we got Kristaps Porzingis, who is day-to-day due to a back issue. Porzingis has missed and in my opinion, the Dallas Mavericks would love KP back as soon as possible to develop alongside Luka and of course be competitive. Moving on, we're going to be talking about waiver wire pickups, players that I believe you should consider to join your fantasy basketball team. First up, we got DeAnthony Melton of the Memphis Grizzlies. Right now without Dillon Brooks, he has become a big time factor for the team. He's their starting shooting guard and is getting a lot of touches, usage rates, and is a great partner alongside Ja Morant. So of course with the minutes being there, and of course with Dillon Brooks out for another week or so, DeAnthony Melton is going to be a good target for this upcoming week for sure. Next up, we got Franz Wagner of the Orlando Magic. As a rookie, Franz has been great for the Orlando Magic. He's averaging about 14 points per game, 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 1 steal and almost 1 block, taking about 12 shots per game. Right now he's playing near the 30-minute mark, some games plus 35 minutes, so Franz should be owned in 12 to 14 man leagues or even higher for sure. Next up, we got Cam Reddish of the Atlanta Hawks. As of right now, it looks like Kevin Huerter is the odd man out on the Atlanta Hawks, which means Cam Reddish is their go-to 6-man, and he's getting a lot of usage rate off the bench. Cam is must own as well. Grayson Allen of the Bucks is a great target right now as a streaming option because Drew Holiday is injured, Dante DiVincenzo is injured, and right now Grayson Allen signed a 2-year extension and is getting a lot of burn with the team. So Grayson Allen, great for 12 to 14 man leagues. Alex Caruso on the Chicago Bulls, he's finding his groove, he's getting consistent minutes, and right now is a defensive steal specialist, averaging about 2.7 steals per game. Alex Caruso is a great end-of-the-bench point guard that can give you all-around stats at a low-end value. And the last target on this list is Carmelo Anthony of the Lakers, and I'm putting him on this list simply because sometimes night in and night out, Carmelo Anthony can simply get hot and drop plus 15 points. He's not a must-own player, just someone to keep an eye on when it comes to scoring and raising your field goal made. And if you need a low-end scorer, Carmelo is your guy. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about players to avoid and not to target immediately. The first player is Pat Connaughton. Right now with Bobby Portis back, Pat is going to lose a lot of minutes at that small forward and power forward position. I'm putting Doug McDermott and Lonnie Walker both on this list simply because both of them are not the best fantasy targets, even if both are healthy. Right now, Doug McDermott is hurt, so Lonnie Walker might be a little bit good for the next upcoming days, but in my opinion, I would avoid Lonnie because I want consistency to my fantasy basketball squad. And the last target is Davion Mitchell of the Sacramento Kings. I'm not saying fully avoid him, but right now, because it's just the beginning of the season, Luke Walton does want to develop him in time. But right now, Davion Mitchell is playing behind Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and of course, De'Aaron Fox. Maybe in the future, he'll be a great target when it comes to end of the season, and of course, the Kings might not be as competitive, but you never know. But as of right now, he is not a must target. So yes, guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about week 3 of fantasy basketball. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Did I miss anything or was I spot on? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Whoa!